guys, it's Raven the Commentator 2001 here with a discussion video with the group project. Of course, we have some special guests. Introduce yourselves, please.
Hello, I'm King Deley, the creator of the Change Project, also the leader, the leader of the Change Project. How are you guys doing today? Let us know in the comments.
Alright.
Hi,
Go ahead, Sam.
I'm Sam, and I am also part of the Change Project. And I don't have much to say here, so I'm gonna just end it from there.
Alright. We have a new person in our group. Godzilla Fan 2018 is now a part of the Change Project. Let's give him a very warm welcome.
Yes, guys, yes. Hello, Godzilla Fan. Welcome to the Change Project.
Alright, so for today's topic, we are going to be talking about how Judgement, whether it just being like how Judgement is a part of bullying and how Judgement of other people can lead to depression, and how the Change Project is gonna help fix that. So, before we begin the topic, I would just like to say that this topic of Judgement has been discussed in King Jolamine's live stream, but we just have some different points here. So we're gonna start this off with a question. So, King Jolamine, what is your perspective on people judging people for the wrong things?
And, yes, first I want to say, before we get started, guys, this is not the only Change Project thing. We have done so many different Change Projects, and right now that is our topics, is Judgment and stuff. But, even though this is a little self-promotion, guys, Friday we're going to be doing the second two subjects of the Change Project, which is depression and suicide, and we're going to be having some major emotional people up there telling their stories Friday on my channel. So, guys, make sure to go join that. But my perspective on judging is just the fact that judging is something that can cause a lot of problems. Now, there is good judging and there's bad judging. The good judging is when people are acting like a turd and you say they're acting like a turd. I mean, that's true. If you're going to act like a child, you're going to be told that you're acting like a child. That is not bad judgment. That is just full-on judgment. And then there's the judgment where, like, if you're judging to do this or do that, like, if it's something bad, you shouldn't do it. But anyway, to the bad judging. Now, the bad judgment is the factor that we have people who judge people because of who they are, what color they are, what style they have, and all that crap. And so that is something that we're trying to fix with the Change Project.
Alright, and another person from the Change Project just joined. Would you like to introduce yourself, sir?
Hi, my name's Jacob. I am the second co-founder of the group.
Alright, so, King Jellybean just got done talking about his stance on Judgment. So, Jacob, I was just wondering, like, why do you think that people judge people for the wrong reasons?
I think they just judge people for, like, no apparent reason for whatsoever. Because, like, basically, if you're judging, like, an autism person, you haven't met them yet. Like, the side of me. You haven't, like, truly, like, met me, for an example. Like, King Jellybean met me, like, I don't know the first time, but let's just say he didn't get to know me very well. And if I didn't get to say it as an example, then he would go, what the heck? Like, yeah, you just gotta get to know someone, so you can't judge someone if you've not met them yet. So, yeah, I guess that would be my statement for that. I don't know if you want to add to that, King Jellybean, but...
Oh, no, that's perfect. Sam, I think you're next.
For what?
Yeah, I just have like one question. What is your stance on people judging people, for one reason or another? Like, you say, for example, Jacob, said that you're judging an autistic person even though you haven't met them yet. What do you think about that?
Well, I can't tell if that's good or bad judgment.
Basically, when you meet me, that's a good thing. But if you have not met someone that has autism and you're judging them for who they are, that you've not met them, I would say that's a bad thing.
Bad judgment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it's something it's not necessary to judge people about.
Yes, guys, yes. And I think it's one of those things, don't mind me, sorry for interrupting you guys. I agree with everybody's subjects, and the factor that this is just now, we are just starting the change project, and we've already got so far into the judging. And guys, I mean, I can't wait to do a video about our next subject, which is the suicide, and that's where it gets touchy. Because guys, if you're watching this right now, I want you to listen to it. Because it's one of those things that whenever we come time to do that subject, and it will happen, we might even touch on it today, and then Friday we do the actual subject. It's one of those things where people just thunder. And it scared me. I'm like, oh, wait, that's not
Scared you?
Hey guys, can we please let King Joe let me finish what he was saying?
Oh, okay.
Come on, people. Just because I got scared. Anyway, though, so basically, the thing is we're going to have people, and I'm sure Ray might be doing this too, so subscribe to her. She is awesome to be in this, and the fact that she's doing these videos is just amazing. And I want to do this on her channel too. Whenever we do the Friday stream, I want to do it a day with her, so that way, guys, if you're watching this, this is what I ask you. If you are willing to come up and tell your story of depression or almost committing, or somebody who has done it, let us know, because this whole change project is just not about judging. It's about so many other things, and these are just the first couple of things, the first 4 little subjects out of hundreds and hundreds of things that we can do. And judging is just something that leads to something worse, and it leads to bullying, and now that is something that we need to talk about too. And I want to after we're done with this first subject, lead into that. It's a very important thing.
Yeah, absolutely, King Jollibee. Like, I really agree with you on that. My stance on judgment is that if you're gonna judge somebody, just judge yourself based on, like, your own criteria. Don't take it out on anybody else. You can only judge nobody but yourself. Because then you might show respect to everybody, including yourself.
Yeah, definitely. So guys, I do kind of want to, so does anybody else have anything to say about judgment? Does anybody have any of their topics that they want to talk about in judgment? Does anybody want to say anything else about that?
No, not really.
Okay.
I would say don't, like, judge people of what they're trying to do, because, like, sometimes, like,
That does happen.
someone cares
You're not
about
supposed to do that.
what I was trying to say was, basically, don't judge people of what they're trying to do for, like, their channels. Like, basically, if someone's putting out, like, a video of, like, they're on or something, please do not judge them, because it's memories for me, because you never know what's going to happen in the future. And I see, like, some people too, so I don't like that either. Like, people shouldn't judge that either.
Yeah, and
That's my life that I'm showing to people. So I don't know if you want to add to that, but
yeah, I kind of do. I want to say, yeah, and that leads to a whole other side of judging people, and that's cyberbullying. And that's people who are going out there, they're watching people's videos, they're hating on them, they're making videos about that person that are bad, which is illegal against the community guidelines. And that's a whole other word judging. But now we are kind of shifting, I think, Raven, I hope we're not going too fast for you. We're kind of starting to shift into the bullying side of this. And I do want to start out with saying that judging is bullying, basically, but it's kind of just the first steps. So just pretend me and Jacob are best friends. We go to school, you know, all that stuff together, down the hallway, and then all of a sudden I start saying, hey Jacob, you look funny, and I start, just like every day goofing around with him. That can end up turning into like, oh, your hairstyle's ugly, or oh yeah, you have autism, that's bad. That could lead into judging, and that's the point. That I would never do that. This is just an example, guys. And then
Don't worry, I understand what an example is, so don't worry.
Yeah, just making sure, guys.
It's okay.
Then it turns into like
Safe on that one, Deley B.
Then it turns into me maybe pushing him around, maybe getting worse. And it's not just physical; it's mental. I could be saying such hateful things to him that it could start making him cry, and then I could get a group of friends to make fun of him for crying, and it just leads into something that it shouldn't. And then it gets on people's phones. They start texting him, and that's the bad thing. Phones are amazing. Phones are an awesome thing, but
yeah, unless you got an iPhone 6 that hates you.
It turns
I really
into
get that.
that bullying bullying used to be just on people. Like, if you wanted to take care of it, you fought them and it's over back in the old days. Now it can follow you everywhere. And it's one of those things that it causes people to completely lose their mind. And then, like I said, we get into the bad stuff that will not be coming up right now. It'll be coming later, way later.
Wait, Godzilla, were you gonna say something about bullying? Like, anything like appropriate? He's texting me and he says, "Trust me, I got picked on, guys, believe me."
Oh, we believe you.
Huh.
If you can hear us, if you can hear us, but you don't want to speak, just let me know, because I don't get bullied, just for an example, but I do get bullied as an example. I'm going to add on to this, actually. Just hang on a second, I gotta mute myself on this one, though.
I can see that.
So, I get bullied, not for my autism. I get bullied because I wear nail polish. Every day of my life, I still get bullied because of nail polish, because I love wearing nail polish. Even people say in YouTube videos, "Why are you wearing nail polish?" And I'm like, that's a comfort thing. I really like it. I don't like nails that are boring. I don't like them that they're like plain. I love to have color on my nails. It's really great. And my girlfriend loves it. Just as an example, she muted, but she's on the phone. But anyways, that is another thing. I don't like it when people judge me that I wear nail polish. And I just want to get that off my own chest because I trust you guys.
Yeah.
Yes, and that's one of those things that is bullying. People who do that are bullying you, Jacob. And if you're watching this and you're doing that, Jacob, you need to get a life. Because if let's just say, like, all I did in my life was pick on one person. During school, all I did was sit there and stare at that person during class just to make fun of them, give them notes, cyberbullying them in class. I mean, what am I going to achieve in my life other than a bad reputation, getting in trouble, being known for somebody who can cause somebody to, do something bad, and a failure because you couldn't make any good grades in class while you're doing that crap because you're not even paying attention to the class. But I know I'm saying a lot. Does anybody else want to add on that other than me and Jacob? Because I know not many other people are talking right now.
Yeah, I have been bullied almost quite a lot back in the 5th and 6th grade. Like, there's like constant teasing and bullying. Like, even in my band class, that was when all the teasing and the bullying was just constant. It was constant, and it was really bad too, because, well, I've been starting to mature out of it. But then, when we told the principal, one of the bullies, we shall call him Brandon, he got suspended.
Bob and Jill, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, but I've been trying to, like, stay serious, but I just keep giggling. So anyways, and there was, like, constant teasing too, and, one of my aunt's friends was a counselor back in my, old middle school that I used to go to when I was in 6th grade, and she was like, "Well, if these boys are annoying you, and, did you just come tell me?" And so that's my word of advice to you. Whenever you see bullying, whether it's like for yourself or someone else, just go and tell somebody, because you might not know what's gonna happen if people just keep picking on someone else, or if they just keep picking on you. Just don't let that haunt you.
And yeah, that's the thing, is like, we're trying to stop people from doing this, and it's one of those things that's really hard, and it's like, we have so much to do, and I'm tired of seeing, I forgot what I was going to say now. We're tired of seeing people bully other people and stuff like this, and it's one of those things that we need to fix, and we really do. And that's just the first subject, guys. You guys have no idea what else we're going to be doing in this project. And I mean, just a little sneak peek, we're going to be going into the government eventually. Yeah, the government.
Yeah, I hope so, because I would like this to stop, because I don't like teenagers that around used to be my age. And I was in high school for 5 years at PA, because I had to stay in high school for 5 years so I can get accepted into college, which I did. And people at the high school that were teenagers were bullying me about wearing nail polish, and I'm like, you don't want to get on my bad side, trust me.
Yeah,
And they did like a million times, and let's just say I didn't do anything. I didn't punch him. I just like went up and do that again, or else, and just I don't know what I did, but yeah, just bad things.
and
I get really mad for like no reason, because one time I pushed a teacher for no reason. I don't know what happened, but I get really mad to the point. I don't mean to, but yeah, just trust me. And when an autistic person gets mad, just to let you know, people online, it's not pretty. It really isn't, because we get more mad than anyone else in the whole world. Just to let you know. Or if that's just me, whoever wants to add on that, I don't know if it's me, but
it's one of those things that, I mean, we were in class today, and I saw a kid actually hit somebody in the shoulder. He was a new kid. And I got up and I said, "Teacher, may I say something?" And she said no, and I was like, okay, never mind. But I told that kid after class, I said, "Hey, listen, this is your second day of school, and you're already ruining it." I said, "What is wrong with you? You're already ruining your second day of school. And it's just the second day." And he's like, "Excuse me," and I'm like, "Excuse me." And we have to do something, guys, and that's the point of the Change Project. We're trying to get people to understand that what they do is causing problems, and that we're just trying to open people's eyes. All we're trying to do, open people's eyes, let them know what this stuff does. That's why I want people to come up on here, guys. If you're watching it and you made it this far, comment down below, #MadeIt, and let us know if you want to come up on Friday's stream on my channel. So go subscribe, of course. I'm kidding. just go check the live stream out.
Hey guys, on King Jellybean's channel, go subscribe to this man, and also go subscribe to everyone on the panel.
Yeah. Yeah. So, were you gonna say something about bullying, Godzilla fan?
Oh yeah, I forgot he wanted to say something. Yeah. Go for it. Godzilla.
Are you doing alright?
What is the noise?
I think he's just like kind of wrestling with something. Like maybe he wanted to say something about bullying. He said that he's been getting picked on a lot, and he got picked on and bullied a lot 2 years ago. So what's the story behind that?
It was kind of complicated.
Oh, there's another person on the guest. Would you like to introduce yourself, if you wish?
Sure, my name is Angel Munoz.
Okay then. So yeah, Godzilla fan was like saying something about him being bullied 2 years ago. Like, do you wanna tell everyone on the panel what the story was behind that?
Wish I could, but
By the way, Angel, Raven's recording a video about the Change Project.
want to talk about it.
Okay then, that's fine.
That's fine. That's fine, Godzilla. See, the point of this is we're not trying to make people talk about it. We want people on Friday's stream. We want to have people on there who are willing to talk about their past like that. And it's one of those things that this is Raven's channel, guys. So go subscribe to her and all that good stuff. And stay tuned for these things because we're just now getting to bullying. And the factor is that we've got to take it slow because I have people.
You guys know I'm the second co-founder. Yeah.
Yeah, he's the second co-founder, and Angel is my inspirational, also co-founder person too. We're all the amazing leaders and people. But anyway, I have people in this group who are wanting to go fast, and it's one of those things that I'm explaining to everyone right here, right now that's watching this. If you go too fast with certain things, you will fail, because people will see it and then they'll be like, oh, we don't have time for that, and they're not going to join. It's one of those things that we have to take it slow, so that way we give people time to soak it in. We've done 3 streams about bullying and judging. We're just now starting to get into other subjects because we're trying to let it soak in. Let people get the feeling of it. Be in our shoes. Be the people. And then we're going to be going into the major subject of suicide, and it's going to be an insane subject. Very touchy, very emotional, and it's going to be here. We're going to do something.
Amen to that. So Angel Muniz, I know you have been talking about what your perspective on Judgment is, and now we're going on to bullying. So do you think that bullying occurs in like people with like ADHD and autism, or do you think it just occurs to everybody?
Well, for me, I think it all depends on what the person is like. Like, let's say if I was a woman with the gender identity of a male, I could be bullied because of me being transgendered, even though I'm not. And I could also be bullied for me not being part of a certain group or fitting their narrative. There are many reasons that a person can be bullied, but nowadays you're getting bullied because of your political views. And I'm seeing a lot of people getting bullied because they support the president. I've seen a lot of people getting harassed in restaurants all because they wear a Trump hat. You can get bullied for many ways. You can get bullied and harassed. There's so many ways. But more often than not, it's a person with a disability, a person who is gender fluid, or a person who is different than anyone else because of that. Because when I was younger, I got bullied all because I had a bad speech impairment and such, even though I still kind of do. But back then, my speech was way worse and my temper was a bit more lost, or worse, I should say. And I was bullied all because I couldn't speak properly. I didn't have the proper voice, and I always spoke a bit too loud, like I am now. But that's because all my life I've had a loud voice, and I've been bullied all because I wasn't wearing a certain trend of outfits.
Yeah, and that's one of those things that this is a solo stretch. This is Raven. She's recording a video for her channel about the Change Project right now. So just letting you know. And it's one of those things that, yeah, you can be bullied for almost anything. I mean, holding a baseball bat, bullied.
Yeah, and I'm probably gonna do a video about this too. I'm probably gonna make one tomorrow by myself and talking about it a little bit, like the G-Man show said. So yeah.
It's gotten so bad to where you can charge your phone and get bullied. You can hold it. You can look at a book, get bullied, and it's one of those things that we need to stop it. And this is just like I said, the first of many subjects.
Yes.
And Friday we're starting.
I hope when I go to college, just to let you know, fan base. I hope I don't get bullied in college. I just hope not. I just hope not.
And the same thing about bullying, it also has applied to a lot of cartoon fan bases in the past. For example, there was like a story where Rick and Morty, they've been trying to implement female writers for season 3, and a lot of fans, they just got really mad because of that. They were harassing the female writers. The female writers in the show, they were being doxxed, and Dan Harmon spoke out about this, and he said he was like very disgusted about that.
I'm actually gonna add on to that because if you watch Gravity Falls, I don't know if you do watch them, but Dan Pines was being mean to Dipper because he was trying to train him into a man, like a big man, in one of the episodes. I can't remember which episode it was, but he was training him to be a man. And he was in his mind, and he was training him to be a man. So, yeah. So if you ever saw like Dipper, come and help get rid of the rats or something. So
Yeah.
that's another bullying kind of.
Godzilla fan, I don't know what you're talking about. You weren't even talking good. You said quit talking over me in the chat. You weren't even talking. You said you didn't want to talk about it. We're sorry.
It's fine if you. I mean, it's fine if you don't want to talk about what happened, but if you really feel like you're being talked over, then just know that it's not anyone else's fault.
Yeah, like you can't, like you're the. Well, he left. I don't know why he's so rude sometimes.
Yeah.
I really
But anyways, on the subject of bullying, yeah, I do absolutely agree with Jacob when I said there, people do tend to get bullied for not being the person who they want them to be. Like in the Gravity Falls episode that you just described. Hang on, I'm gonna look up what the name of that episode is. Meanwhile, King Jellybean, you can keep talking. You guys can keep talking while I search it up.
I just don't understand how we were talking over Godzilla fan when he didn't even say a single thing or wanted to say, hey, can I interrupt? How were we talking over him?
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
You know what? Just ignore it for right now
Yeah.
because we're trying to do a video and we're trying to be positive over here. So.
Mhm.
Yeah, we need to be positive.
Hang on.
But yeah, but I don't like it when I go to college and I just hope I don't get bullied.
Was it Little Dipper that you just described?
I just don't-
Like that episode? Were you talking about? Yeah, you were kind of talking about Little Dipper, that one episode where where Dipper Pines was being bullied by Stan.
Yeah, he was in his mind in one of the episodes made by Bill the Triangle God.
How pitiful.
Yeah.
What?
Sorry about that. I was trying to finish my sentence, then Godzilla was talking and barely hearing.
I didn't know what he said.
Don't
Anyway,
only
it's
said
fine.
either.
It's fine, guys. Let's get on this.
Okay.
Alright, right.
Right.
Subject.
So yeah, as we were saying, like we were.
Remember Bill? Like he's a triangle guy.
Yeah.
He's a little weird.
Yeah, was he bullying anyone? Like.
No, what happened was that Dipper had been being like talked down by Stan. Stan was like, "You do this, you do that," and it was like being mean to Dipper. And then Bill tried to go get the restriction check. So he made an open.
I wonder.
Godzilla, you're really interrupting us, please.
Me!
Godzilla, you don't have to be so rude about it, okay?
Calm down.
Wait, you
Oh,
were
I'm being
saying?
rude.
You were
Really?
saying? You were saying? King Jellybean?
Sorry about that. Yes, you are being rude. Basically, and then he was trying to go, and whenever Bill had opened up that thing, Dipper and Mabel went in there, and then he figured out that Stan wasn't trying to be mean to him. He was just trying to make him tougher. And then they saved it. And it was
Oh
like
yeah. It was it like I've been like trying to find like what it was. Was it like Dipper versus manliness? That's what it was, right?
I think so. I think it was like the Dipper mine or something like that. I don't remember.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're still gonna record this, but I'll come back. Trazodone, so I'll be right back. Okay.
Okay, that's fine, Jacob. That's fine. This is just a really long video. Wait, is this live or is this being uploaded?
This is gonna be uploaded. Yes.
Okay, that's fine.
Someone just left.
Oh, I'm just gonna be back, and if you're still doing the video, I'll come back on and still talk about this.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
The Soulless Trench. Do you want to add anything? Since I know you're the part of the Change Project and you're awesome.
Yes, actually, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we
Yes,
can hear you.
we can
Yeah.
hear you.
Actually, what you were saying about that episode earlier, actually, actually I can relate because you have tried to make me tougher in a way, but it seemed like bullying at the time, but they were actually trying to help me, but they weren't going around about it the right way.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's a perfect example, and I love how TV shows put examples like that in. It's good. It really is good.
Yeah, exactly.
And I would like to ask Godzilla what he would like to say since he's over there making angry noises at us. What would you like to say, bud? You can say anything you want. This is a video where we're just trying to be peaceful and talk about the Change Project, so go for it. Are you going to say anything?
Yeah, give me a second.
Okay.
Okay then.
Raven, would you like to add anything while we wait?
Well, in addition to that, there was like also like that one Teen Titans episode where Raven says like I'm a creep, and then Cyborg's like, hey, you're no different. Like I'm half robot. He's green. He changes into animals. Robin has no powers, but he has a staff, and Starfire's from another alien planet, and you're just a half human, half demon breed who's trying to control her emotions. So we're all different. We're basically just a diverse group.
Yeah, I don't remember what episode that is though.
I saw that episode. Yeah.
Crap, I was called,
Crap. What was it called?
dang it, I totally forgot.
Do you want me to look it up just in case?
Yes, please, yeah, please do.
Okay,
I totally forgot.
Let's see. What was the...
Man, my memory sucks. I don't know why. Good God.
And yeah, I mean, it's one of those things that we are just trying to help people feel better about themselves, and we're gonna do it. And I'm sorry to cut myself short, guys, but I believe I probably should go.
Alright.
Because it's already starting to get around 9:30 for me, and I need to start getting ready for bed.
Alright.
It's at 9:03 for me right now, so I should be fine.
But I would like to thank everybody for being here, and keep recording the video. Just because I'm not
Alright.
here doesn't mean anything.
Okay,
Because
then.
guys, a lot of people think that if I'm not here, the video shouldn't happen. And I want to say to everybody, I'm the leader of the group, yes, but everybody has their own parts. Everybody is equal in this group. I just kind of lead it type thing. Because I'm the creator and I like to lead things a little bit. But everybody has their own equal thing. So it's one of those things that just because I'm not in the stream or just because I'm not in the video doesn't mean people shouldn't do it. So if you want to do these things, just do them, and then just say, this is the creator, King Jellybean, who has started this change project, and here's what it is, and here's what we're talking about today, and then talk about it. And if I have to go during a stream or a video, that's fine. Keep talking about it, because Jacob and me and somebody else, we were on there on his channel, and I had to go, but they kept it going for another 2 hours. It was insane. But guys, thank you. If you want to join the Change Project, let us know and we will add you up on there. Stay tuned for Friday. Friday we're going to be touching the subject of suicide. And if you guys want to start touching it today, go for it, guys, because we need to start touching at it today on this video, and then on the live stream we're just going to hit it hard. And I do mean hard. So kind of touch on it, and then we'll go from there. Anyway though, guys, thanks again for letting me be on here. Go subscribe to my good friend Jacob, subscribe to Raven, of course, and subscribe to Godzilla and all these amazing people on here, Sam, all these amazing people who are willing to take the time out of their day to do these streams. Guys, I'm wasting time now. Anyway, though, guys, have an amazing day. And
Alright.
for now, goodbye from King Jellybean.
Alright, bye-bye then.
Viking.
Okay. So, Soulless, do you have anything that you would like to add on the judgment and bullying side of the video that we were talking about?
Yeah, like, most of my life when I was in, school and stuff, before college, I was bullied a lot for things I like, or my mental issues I have, and stuff like that, and I know that it's hard to deal with, and I don't feel like people would put themselves in that position to hurt other people. I know some of those people are actually being hurt themselves, and it's pretty much they're using the people that they're using as like a de-stressing tool, which is not cool. It is not good to do that. Don't bully because you're being bullied. There's other ways to deal with that, but yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, I can totally see where you're coming from. I mean, my stance on bullying is that it is not okay. It's never okay to bully somebody because they are different than you, and it's never okay to use judgment and bullying as a de-stressor. So Sam, have you ever been bullied in your life when you were in school or when you were at home or whatever the case that might be?
Well,
I was just asking Sam.
Not bullied, but I was judged. My grandparents judged me.
Sorry.
Oh, alright. You were saying, Sam?
My grandparents would judge me for the things I like to do, and they say I'm too old for it. Stuff like that.
Yeah, it's basically just like, vegans are, like, judging meat eaters for just basically eating meat. They're saying, like, they're killing animals for their own selfish needs. Look, just because people eat meat, that doesn't necessarily mean they're killing animals for their own needs. They just like to eat meat.
Humans have been eating meat for thousands.
Oh my god.
It's not for a long time. It's in our DNA almost at this point. Like, we're gonna eat meat.
What?
Did you need to say something? Like about, like, the whole, like, people judging people for the wrong reason?
Oh god. I don't know.
Okay, so let's just say that Sam and I, we were pretty much like acquaintances at school from the start, and he's saying something like, "Oh, you have autism," or "Oh, your favorite Gravity Falls character is Mabel Pines. That's bad." Like,
I have
would you-
autism too.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Don't forget about that.
Yeah, like, would you say that, would you say that people tend to judge autistic people just for the wrong reasons?
I'll have to say probably no. Because, I mean, to be honest, I do respect other people's opinions sometimes. But, yeah, that happens.
Yeah, it does happen. Yeah, it does happen a lot in schools from time to time, and it also does happen in the it does happen in the workplace. There have been reports of sexual harassment in the workplace, and harassment that's a part of bullying as well. Wait,
Yeah.
what are you doing here, King Jelly Bean? I thought you were going to bed.
I'm going to sleep.
Some incidents about that.
What are you doing? What is he doing here?
What are you doing, King Jelly Bean?
I thought you were going to sleep.
What are you doing?
I am.
Wait.
Where am I?
Okay, can we just get back on subject, please?
Okay. Yeah. Get back on subject.
Okay, okay, I'll just have to cut that part out where we were just, like, laughing and when King Jellybean came back.
I thought.
Oh boy.
So bad.
Okay,
But then they come.
okay, so, as I was saying, it also happens a lot, like, there's, like, I mean, we've also had things like the Me Too movement, like they're judging men for saying like, oh, you're sexist pigs, you're sexually harassing women for their own good, when really they're just looking for like a woman to date, you know?
Yep.
Like I can add on that. Like are portrayed as they just want to go at it, but not like yeah, like not all men are like that. But it's just shown to be like that, and in the media they do that all the time. So now it's kind of like that's how people see.
Yep.
I've got to go now. I'll talk
Okay
to you guys later.
then. See ya. Okay, so anyways, as going along the lines of like all the constant bullying of men because of the Me Too movement, there have been a lot of really famous people, rather it be like just in the animation industry alone, that have gotten themselves that have been attacked. Like Chris Savino, for example, he has been hit hard by a bunch of people because of sexual harassment, and because of that, he got fired from the Loud House, and the episodes were pretty much episode production was pretty much like slowed down to the point where almost nobody was ever interested in watching the Loud House at all because of Chris Savino's alleged sexual harassment allegations.
Who now?
Chris Savino, you know, the person who he was like the animator who worked. I think he worked on Powerpuff Girls for a while, and now he created the Loud House, and he was the one who was allegedly sexually harassing women, and because of that, and he got fired from Nickelodeon because of that, and there was like no evidence of him sexually harassing any of the women that he that they say were harassing him.
Yeesh.
Yeah, I know we've been kind of talking about like sexual harassment a lot, but we're getting back into bullying here. And it also this is just a little general question, like you don't have to really answer it right away, but if you see, like, this is just a general scenario, like if you see somebody who is bullying somebody all because they said stuff that they don't like, do you think that people should do something about it?
Right?
This is just a question. So say that you see somebody bullying somebody or judging somebody because they said something that they don't like, or they have an opinion that they disagree with. Do you think that something should be done about it? Like, should they break up the fight, or like you don't have to answer, like I said, you don't have to answer this question if you don't want to. Were you gonna say, Solus, would you like to say something while we wait?
Yeah, I was gonna say that I actually have been involved in situations like that. I think you should, because there were some times where I did say something and it actually helped the situation when I didn't, and it did not. And then there was one time where there was pretty bad bullying incident where I wish I did something, I didn't, and I was there to witness a friend something happened to him. And so I would say always something. Try.
Oh gosh.
Oh.
So sorry to hear that. Sam, would you like to say anything along those lines? So here's what I'm saying. Is like, should you do something when someone's getting bullied over him or her saying something that they don't like, or just having a different opinion? Like, is there anything that should be done about that?
If it's being bullied about that, I think there should be something done about that. I'm not don't really know about that. I think there should be something about that. Like, fights should be broken up because it's their opinion. Like, there's no reason to just fight over about that. It's like, I think that's something stupid to fight over.
Huh. I could see that, like debate, like we shouldn't really have a debate where everybody's just like yelling at each other because, it's not very healthy.
It's not nice.
Yeah, and it's not emotionally healthy either. Sorry about that, I was just asking Pixelated Gaming if he would like to join the call.
Oh God, I don't know what to say about that.
Oh, this is awkward. Might want to cut this part out where it's just like awkward silence and we're just not talking about anything. Wait, what are you doing back?
What are you doing here?
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be cutting this part out because this has nothing to do with bullying and this has nothing to do with like judgment. We were just talking about like what if like someone's opinion.
We are back. I am back to talk about Judgment. Hey guys, I thought I was going to bed, but I'm gonna stay up.
Here we go again.
Oh my god.
Because I want to talk more about judging, and that's so where have you guys gotten to?
Well, we have gotten to like bullying because like someone had a different opinion and or it's like somebody just said something that that they don't like.
What was that?
Okay, and you should leave all these parts in where I came in because it gives a little fun flair to the video. I mean, we don't have to be extremely serious all the time.
Okay.
I think we were judging it. It works.
Sorry about that.
But anyway, though, let's get back on these subjects. So, I love that you guys, I just thought I'd come back on and see how you guys are doing and stuff. Because, it's awesome that we're doing this. And, I want to, so what else are you planning on talking about tonight?
Well, we're talking about, we were kind of talking about like how the Me Too movement has led to women bullying men because there's like people just putting out like sexual harassment allegations just for the sake of putting out sexual harassment allegations.
And we're gonna say that is you.
Well, that's a whole other subject. That's
a whole nother discussion for another day.
Well, no, I mean, it's good that you guys are talking about that because, guys, we don't talk about equality, which is men, women, dog, cats, we're all people. Dogs and cats are not people, but we can see them as people. Humans. Every human on Earth is a person, not good, not made under, we're men and women, but we're not made under that specific definition. We're made as all brothers and sisters, so why do we treat each other like trash?
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. We treat each other like trash, and we act like trash, and we fill our emotions with trash, which is a whole other subject. Just speaking here.
Yeah, we're just going on from like subject to subject to subject. It's like these are like sneak peeks of like what we might be talking about in future videos and in future live streams.
Yeah, these are just little sneak peeks, guys. And I'm doing it to show you guys that we're not just going to be talking about judging and stuff. We're going to be having these other discussions because some people, I actually had somebody tell me today that I was telling them about judging the other day, and they went back and watched my videos. They said, I don't want to join because all you guys are talking about is judging. What about all the other problems in the world? And I said, you have no idea, but I said, we're going to be talking about everything that we can.
And it's important to watch.
Yeah, and it's not really boring to watch because, especially when we have a bunch of people, like, it's not boring to watch. It would be boring if all we did was sit here and, like, explain what it is. We're sitting here telling examples. We're sitting here saying how we're going to fix it, when we're going to fix it, and why we're going to fix it. That's the good thing.
Alright then. Yeah, that I can agree with that, you know? And the thing about that too is that people just I don't know why, is that there's no reason to treat other people like trash. Absolutely no reason.
Exactly, no reason whatsoever. I mean, what is wrong with you? So, say me and Raven here, we were on YouTube, we were just having a live stream, and all of a sudden, I started saying bad things, like I saw one of her videos, and it made me upset because she had more views than me. Oh my god, she had more views than me, LOL, hashtag hate.
Yeah, that's envy. You can't judge a person based on envy right there. That's not okay.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, I see so many girls and boys. I see boys doing it too, because we all do it. I've never done it. I never do this because I don't care. Because I see people on Instagram and Snapchat, and then I saw a girl tell another girl, she said, "You can't have more likes than you blankety blank." And I wanted to just go over and say, you know what? I said, you don't deserve to be even on a phone. You don't deserve to have a phone. Because it's one of those things that if we are that low to treat each other that bad, that's bad. That's insane.
Cool.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, I've had to deal with almost a lot of it. Like there are people just like saying like a bunch of nasty things and saying like a bunch of racist stuff. In that January live stream, I know I already told that story, but yeah, just wanted to put that out there. And I just wanted to kind of talk about. Just wanted to bring this up because, you know, there are people who are still doing a bunch of this stuff, like bullying. They're still bullying each other on YouTube, and they're still cussing at other people for no apparent reason.
And guys, I'm gonna end it right here because you know it is 9:30 now. I do need to go to. It is 9:30. I only came back on here because I thought it was 9:30 and it wasn't. But guys, I did want to say that. Guys, keep talking about this and start touching, like I said before, start touching on suicide. Start touching on leading into depression and suicide. Just little bits of it, not much, because we're going to hit it hard Friday. And guys, do consider going and checking out my channel so that way you guys can be tuned in, because I'm sure Raven's going to be on there and all these amazing people who are going to be on there, and we're going to be hitting these other topics hardcore. We're going to have people up there telling their stories about almost committing suicide, people who have had relatives and stuff commit suicide and stuff like that, guys. Anyway though, guys, thank you so much for allowing me to be on here. Subscribe to Raven. She's amazing. One of my best members, even though I love you all equally. She's her and several others. You guys are all the best people. The main people who are always on here are the people who are going to be most loyal in this, and I want to say thank you. Anyway though, guys, I'm signing off right now. So goodbye from King Joey B.
Alright. Bye.
Bye.
Okay. So now that we've gotten all that bully stuff out of the way, we're gonna touch on a little bit about how bullying can lead to suicide. So everybody knows that the leading cause of suicide statistically is bullying. The reason why is because there are people out there who feel like that they don't deserve to live, and there are people out there who feel like that they don't belong in a certain group and that they don't deserve to be on this earth anymore. And because of this, we have people trying to kill themselves left and right. Like, say, some of the people in the brony community, for example, because years ago there was a story about a kid who tried to kill himself because he was bullied over being a brony. Now, just a reminder, we're not going to get into that stuff, just like a tiny bit. Sam, do you have anything that you would like to say regarding that topic? Anything like appropriate?
I can't really think of anything to say about that, because I don't really know much about those things. But I'm learning.
Alright then.
Nothing really happens to me.
I can see that. I mean, like there are like a lot of people out there that are trying to like prevent it, but it still happens. Like this is just a little thing. We're not gonna get into it too much, but we'll just say that if you are feeling suicidal, just know that we the people in the Change Project are always gonna be on your side, no matter what.
I never feel suicidal because, these things happen to me. There's no reason to give up over that.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
I always have sides to everything. It's pretty much why I'm never mad.
Yeah, I can totally see where you're coming from with that. And there was like a little thing that he said that Butch Hartman said in a conference that he said that the media is the reason that leads to suicide. Sorry.
Half of my phone or something. Sorry about that.
All right. So we're talking about suicide just for a little bit.
Okay.
And so, dude, did you hear the thing about Butch Hartman? He said that the media is one of the main causes of suicide, and his crazy reason was because that Jesus was not in any of the new cartoons nowadays, which is no,
I didn't hear anything about that.
Yeah, when it comes to like people, when it comes to media, there are two things that you really should not talk about, especially in conferences: politics and religion. And and I felt like he just used that part of the whole suicide thing just to boost his own ego. And he only and he thinks that, and I think that another reason that he said that he loves his show so much is because that people love his show so much is because some of the elements of Christianity were in them, and really I did not see any of that. Whenever I watched the Fairly Odd Parents or even a bit of Danny Phantom, I didn't really see anything that he was talking about in there.
Very handsome. Oh my god.
Yeah, I know. Do you think? So I don't think that Butch Hartman really should have said that, even if he was promoting a channel like Alaxis, then he really shouldn't be saying that stuff, and he should acknowledge that. And he said that kids got through it, kids were happy, kids weren't depressed. Depression didn't exist back then. It's not that depression didn't exist back then. It's because depression wasn't really established as a medical illness, and nobody really did anything about the suicides, and nobody did anything about the depression at all.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah. Yeah, I know we kind of touched on a huge part of the suicide thing, but this kind of all leads to bullying and bullying but like I said, bullying often leads to suicide. Do you have anything that you would like to say, Jacob, about how bullying and depression lead to suicide?
Oh, sorry, I was eating popcorn.
Yes, since we are. We're kind of touching on it for a little while.
You're making me hungry. Get that popcorn.
No more popcorn. Nothing wrong with that.
You're making me hungry.
Yeah. I hope you guys see my videos with Godzilla when you get a chance. But anyways, I'm gonna add on to that subject. People should not bully autism people. You gotta get to know them first off. Like I said before, just gotta get to know them really well, and
Yeah, and then they won't end up being depressed, and hopefully they won't kill themselves because of that. They won't take their own lives away.
I wouldn't kill myself.
I would never.
If someone
Just
did not,
no reason.
I would go back.
Worry, legit, scare me right now.
I'm so sorry that I didn't mean to scare you like that.
That's fine. Was he scared you?
Yeah.
Popcorn.
Shut up. Please, you're making me hungry, Jacob.
Oh my gosh! Okay.
Come on.
When do you think when you think that I should end this recording, like, does anyone else have anything? I think I might be thinking about ending this recording here. Does anyone have anything else that they would like to say about bullying, about judgment, about just a touch about suicide?
People should not suicide themselves. Just saying, because they shouldn't, like, kill themselves, because don't kill yourself and try to enjoy life as best you can without suiciding yourself before you do that.
Alright, so we are going to be ending this off here. This is, so does anyone have, like, their last words, like, their last goodbyes before we stop the recording?
Please,
Yeah, I do.
please like and subscribe to Raven, guys, and also subscribe to me, Jingle.
Sam, do you have anything you'd like to say?
Again, don't kill yourself. Just don't give up. I mean, if you're bullied, just don't kill yourself. There's always the bright side to look at.
Yeah, exactly. And Godzilla fan, do you have any last words before we end this off?
Let me think. As a matter of fact, yeah, I do.
Alright, go ahead.
Guys, this is kind of hard. God.
Take your time.
I'm thinking of thinking. God.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Take a.
Oh no, it's the popcorn meteorite!
Maybe if you show something, maybe I'll stop showing it.
Of course. What? Let me think.
No, stop it. No.
Jeez.
Oh my word.
No.
By the way,
No.
popcorn,
No, stop it. No, wait.
sweet
No.
popcorn.
Thank you. You got some shot in it. Come on.
Guys, like,
Oh, sorry.
let him speak. Let him speak.
Sorry about that.
It's fine. It's fine. God. God, it's kind of hard.
Yeah, I'm gonna be cutting this part out.
Well, don't do it because you're having a great future ahead of yourselves. And trust me, I know that.
Yeah. Oh, thank you for that, Godzilla fan 2018. Yes, the big theme is, like, don't bully anybody, just don't make anyone kill themselves, and if you are feeling suicidal, then don't kill yourself. Just enjoy life as much as you can. So, with that said, we're kind of done here. If the video's long, my apologies, but that's all we have to say. This is Raven the Commentator 2001, Sam the Eevee, Godzilla Fan 2018, and Jacob saying, with great wisdom comes great responsibility, and you can look, but you can't touch. Take care, and have a nice day, my friends.